up, guys? I am back with another one of my Musings of a Single Gal videos. I know it's been a while, and really it's been mostly because I don't have that much to talk about. I've been going on some dates. None of them are really, they haven't been horrible. No sparks have really flew, so that's why I haven't really been making these videos. But I know that I talk a lot about these guys that I'm going out with and all of their flaws, and they are flawed, let me just say. But I don't want anybody to ever think that I feel like I'm perfect, because that is not true. I know, shocking, because I seem so perfect. But in reality, I actually am not. Now I know you're probably saying to yourself,
well, Jennifer, I mean, you're so awesome. I just don't understand how anyone could ever say that you weren't perfect. Like, you're just perfect. Everything about you, personality, looks, you're funny, you're smart. Like, you are so perfect. And I cannot deal. I cannot deal.
Now I know you probably say that to yourself every time you see this beautiful mug on your computer screen. But in actuality, I am actually pretty flawed. And so one of the things that I am doing is working on my own flaws. Like, during this time that I'm going out on these dates and whatnot, I am actually working on myself, because I know there's some things that I need to work on. Now, what are these things, you may ask? Well, I am super fickle. It takes a lot to keep my attention. I don't know if it's that I just haven't met the right person yet who like keeps me engaged, or if I'm just a fickle ass person who just, you know, gets bored with people really easily. It's not even like I get tired because I want to go talk to somebody else. It isn't even that kind of thing, because when I get tired, like, I don't talk to anybody. Like, I don't. And a lot of guys have been like, I know you probably, you know, met somebody else. No, I just got tired of you, basically. I get in moods where I just want to be by myself. And you would be surprised. I know guys a lot of times think that women are really clingy, but there are some clingy men out here, let me just say. And there are men that can't deal with that can't deal with, you know, me saying, you know what, maybe we shouldn't hang out today. Maybe I can just, you know, bum around the house kind of on my own. And I think that part of it just comes from, I won't go into how long I've been single because it's a little sad, but it's been long enough that I'm kind of accustomed to just kind of like hanging out by myself a lot. And while there are days when I hate that, there are also days when it's pretty awesome and I don't really have a problem with it. So on those days, I just want some time to myself, and there, you know, sometimes people can't handle that. And I know the part that I need to work on isn't necessarily wanting my space, because that's healthy. I think it's the way that I tell people that I need my own space is probably one of the things that I need to work on. So that's another thing. Yeah, I have such a potty mouth, like, it's awful. I clean up the vocabulary for you all, so you don't really get to hear the depth of this issue that I have. And for the most part, I could care less. But I do think I may go a little bit far at times, and I think part of that's just it's having 3 brothers and growing up with them being kind of crude. And also, I have a lot of male friends, and they're also kind of crude. It's something that I'm trying to like tone down. The older I get, it's kind of like, all right, maybe not so much. I will never stop cursing. Let me just say that. Well, I won't say that. What I will say, until I have kids, until I have somebody that's like looking at me and maybe, you know, mimicking what I say, because that would be really bad. Until that happens, you know, I'm just wanting to tone it down, not quit altogether, because life is too short. And, you know, I enjoy all of the words of the English language, profanity included. So the fourth thing and the last thing, I'm not going to list all of my misdemeanors here. The last thing, I'm so stubborn and argumentative, like, and it isn't even, I just like to debate. I call it debating. Other people say that I'm argumentative. Everybody thinks that I'm stubborn. They're probably right. I am, and I don't care. But you're not gonna just tell me I'm wrong, right? If you feel like my opinion is wrong, you're gonna have to prove that to me. You can't just tell me stuff that doesn't make sense and think I'm going to accept it. That isn't the way that it works. And if you feel strongly about something, I feel like you should be able to stand behind your convictions. And if you can't, don't come to me trying to tell me. Basically, is how I feel about that. And again, these are not things that I want to completely get rid of. I think I just need to kind of tap them down, because I think they've gotten a little bit out of hand, only because I have been single for so long. And I really haven't had to take anybody's feelings into consideration. I just do what I want. And it's been great. So I guess I'm trying to, adjust to that aspect of being in a relationship where, you have to take into consideration somebody else's feelings from time to time. Like, you can't be selfish all the time. And that's kind of hard to do when I've been able to just be selfish as hell for as long as I wanted to. I'm not trying to eliminate them altogether, because it's very much a part of who I am. And everybody that knows me knows that sarcasm, sass, profanity, that's who she is, right? And I don't want to lose that. I just want to maybe tone it down a little bit so that it's not so, sometimes it's a little aggressive, it's a little in your face, and probably need to tone that down. But yeah, so I have my own stuff that I'm working on as far as my own personality is concerned. So I'm not out here expecting people to be perfect. I'm not perfect, but I am expecting, I do have my standards that I'm not going to change, because I feel like when people start lowering standards, that's when you start just accepting anything, and I'm just not going to be unhappy. Like, I'd rather be by myself for the rest of my life than to just get with somebody just so that I can say I'm not single anymore. Part of being single, that's the opportunity that you have to kind of fix some stuff, get yourself together, so that when you do find the person, that's at the time, right? You don't find the person then work on yourself. You work on yourself, then you find the person. That's going to be it for this video. I will see you on my next one. Later, loves. Bye.